Hi YouTube, I am on my way to work and I decided to make just a really quick brief video about something that I noticed and a couple of other employees noticed along with me, and plus I had a discussion about it today, so it's just really been on my mind. And it's just that we noticed that when it comes to nurses, they tend to pick some of the bottom of the barrel kind of guys. Not to say that, you know, they're bad. Well, yeah, they're sometimes pretty bad, or they're bums, or they just don't have much going for them. And we were just sitting around trying to figure out, well, what exactly is it, you know, because the majority of us, you know, we're decent looking, we've got things going for us and everything like that. So it just comes off as, well, why would we pick, you know, these guys who just use and abuse, and we just end up really giving out a lot. And that stems from one person who had came in, and she has been going through this ordeal with a guy for 15 years. 15 years. That's a shitload amount of time to be dealing with a guy who obviously doesn't appreciate you, who doesn't want anything to do with you. And obviously 15 years, marriage is nowhere in sight. And it just really gave us cause for concern. Like, this is not something that's new. This is something that we usually hear very, very often. And I was having the conversation again today with someone else, with my sister actually, and I was just like, we were just noticing that, and I was like, I just can't understand it. I mean, like, is there a stench that's on us that these guys smell and they come running to? I mean, what about nurses do we end up, what about us are these guys usually attracted to, and why are we usually going ahead and we're attracted to them also? And she came up with a pretty bright idea. She was like, well, it's just in our nature. We have this whole caring nature, and we meet this guy, and, you know, he may not be the best of the best or whatever. He's got a couple of kinks here and there or whatever. And he seems to be trying to do something, and we're just like, oh, poor thing, he's so sad, and I want to help him so bad. And we end up taking him on as if, like, you know, it's some sort of charity case or whatever, or it's a patient at the hospital that we care about and we want to, you know, help out. And we find ourselves stuck in this horrible predicament where the person is there, the person is absolutely no use to us besides for maybe one or two things, and somehow we're just stuck in this rut, and we can't seem to shake them off. We can't seem to let them go. They just stick to us for so long until finally, I don't know, I think it also stems from a little bit of self-esteem issues in some cases. And it's just like, it's hard to just shake them off. It's hard to just kick them to the road. And it's just like crazy, because I was thinking also in my case, like, I don't know, I pretty much keep to myself. I'm mostly a homebody now, so me going out in the street and getting hollered at and everything like that just doesn't really happen, because it's just like Walmart, come back home, period. Like, besides that, I really just don't go out as much as I used to. So somehow, some way, I still managed to find myself colliding with some guys. And usually the thing is that I don't know, it's either like they don't have a job, they don't have a car, they don't have any goals or aspirations, or if they do, it's something that they thought about, not something that they have an action plan for, something that they're gonna, and they know they're gonna do. It's just something that just passed their mind. No. Or they have a car, they have their own place, they have a job, but the job is not up to par. It's just a job. It's not a career. You know what I mean? It's not like anything could happen and this job is completely gone, and their house will be gone and their car will be gone. You know, it's not a career where they can be able to say, okay, well, I lost my job, that's fine, and they could pick up and go back and get hired doing the same thing someplace else. It's just a job here and there, little knickknacks that they do. And it's just like a combination. It's just a different what's the word? I can't remember the word, but it's like, you know, it's either this or that or that or this or that when it comes to either job or their own place or a car. And then sometimes it's just their attitude. Like they just give that bum attitude. Like, okay, this is what I have. This is as far as I see my life going. This is where I'm going to be for the rest of my life. Like there's no goals, no aspirations, no real drive to, accomplish something a little bit better, to accomplish something and make themselves a little bit, I don't know, just higher, more whatever. And I don't know. It's just really, really strange how, now not all nurses, you know what I mean, but a good number of nurses just can't seem to find a really good, decent guy to say, all right, this is it. Strange.